Greetings, 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 family. Welcome back. You will not be seeing my face today because I want you all to be able to focus on this video. It's not that big, so that's why I am not showing myself, putting myself up there. I just want you all to see this video. But greetings, 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 and salutations. Happy Thursday. It is Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. Yeah. Yo, my baby girl is on her menstrual cycle. Oh, Jesus, take the wheel. So it's going to be a fun-filled 2 weeks. Yeah. And people say, well, why didn't you get her fixed? Well, I was going to do it when I was in the Gambia before I brought her here, and it was only going to be $20. However, the vet said that because she has gone through so much, she was knocking at death's door, he brought her back, and then she had to get her leg amputated or her paw amputated. So they said that he said he didn't feel comfortable doing that. It may be too much on her body. And then she was about to travel for 12 hours. So she did not get fixed. And I saw someone get their dog fixed. And her dog was already mean, pit bull, female. And now she's even worse. I'm like, God. But unfortunately, Stella can't even play with her little friends because her little friends are boys. But yes, they are they are neutered, but I don't want it to be any fights. They say when you have a girl dog and she's on her sacred time, keep her away from other dogs because they get crazy. And I don't I don't know, with what has been happening at this complex. My neighbor got attacked by 2 pit bulls last night, well, in the evening. And he went to go look for the guy. So when I saw him this morning, I said, did you find him? He said, yeah. He said, and the dogs were still trying to be aggressive. I said, Lord Jesus, I'm just counting down my days. This place, I don't know who they're letting in, but it's time for me to go. I need a small house. So me and Stella moved into a house because Stella needs a backyard. She does not need to be on this balcony just barking at everybody and going off. So is my air conditioner on? I'm a little hot. It's overcast, but it's definitely still a little warm out this piece. So let's get into this, family. How is everyone? Hope everyone is well. So there are 2 different videos. Right? There are 2 different videos in this one video. So the dates for these videos, this is what I was telling you all. I didn't get a chance to go through the whole video. So this video, we're going to be looking at this one together. Let me check something. I want to give you all the exact dates of this. This video was posted on April 16th. So April 16th is from this video. And then the hospital video, which you'll see next, is May 1st. I wanted to show you the April 16th video first because it's going to connect with May 1st and with my last live, But before I say anything, I want to say this loud and clear. Someone came to my last live recent. I think the comment came through today. And they were like, you are an evil witch. Now, I don't know if they were talking about Cathey because they weren't specific, right? Because some people come on your page and they'll say something. And I'm like, are you talking to me? And they're like, no, I'm talking about the person the person that you're talking about, So I don't know if that was directed towards me, but I'm going to say this. Whoever you are, MDM, XYZ, I don't know your name. I don't remember. But I'm going to say this. To come on my page and say that I'm an evil witch and this woman along with Quasi Boyd and Phoenix Rain. When I say, like I said, when I throw Phoenix Rain in there, it's because she signed the paperwork. I don't know if Phoenix had access to the investors' money. I doubt it, because the way she was over there acting, Phoenix may have not had any money, right? So even though her daughter made $90K, but anyway, allegedly. So to call me an evil witch when this woman and Quasi has scammed me out of $16,000, I have been through emotional stress, physical stress, right? I was assaulted by their former employee. Y'all saw that. I've been harassed by a 60-year-old snag-a-tooth muffin, right? Fraggle Rock, a snag-a-tooth Fraggle Rock. I like that, Tay Tay. So, I've been harassed and stalked and bullied by a snag-a-tooth Fraggle Rock since 2021. So I'm confused. I lost 16,000. The only thing that I did wrong was believe in my own damn people, right? Investing into my future and also trying to support my people that look like me, that were pushing this, Africa's better. Now, I'm going to say this. It wasn't my first rodeo coming to Africa, no matter what anyone thinks. That's why I was able to just hit the ground running and move around, because yes, it's a different country, but a lot of times I felt safer. I felt safe when I was there until I got assaulted and all this. I didn't feel unsafe when I was in Namibia. Even though I was staying in a house by myself, a 2-bedroom house, security was there, but security was watching the office building, right? My house was right beside his. So I would come outside and, I would make sure he had a plate. I'm like, look, he don't need to be starving if he watching the village. Now, it was called the SOS Children's Village, and it was a line of houses in one block. So say you walking down the dirt road, it's a line of houses on the left-hand side. You go around the corner to the left, you come up, it's houses on that side. So that's how it was set up, right? I was walking around, running out there with the children. I did not feel unsafe. I have traveled by myself since I was 18? I've been traveling by myself. Road trips, whatever. I have never felt unsafe. I would prepare myself. I had my little GPS, the Google Maps. I would print it out and blah, 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 so I knew where I was going. That was before, cell phones and stuff like that. Well, they had cell phones, but Google Maps and stuff, the internet, it wasn't the way it is now. So I never felt unsafe with traveling until I dealt with these people when I went to the Gambia. I felt uneasy. I'm staying in Ghana Town property. Quasi is threatening people from day one. I'm like, okay, I got to get the heck up out of here. But even though I was contracted to stay in the guest house for free because I was the highest investor. So when I get into this, some people will understand what I'm saying, where I'm coming from. And then the people that are just worshipers and don't understand life or the legal system or what has happened or know my story, they may come on here and say, you an evil witch. But did you look at the video, sir or madam? You want to call me evil, and this woman was sitting here, blah, 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 blah. You did shout, praise God. My answer, what the heck? So I have come to the realization that some people don't want to know the truth. Tom Cruise, right? Tom Cruise, you can't handle the truth. They don't want to know the truth for whatever reason. There's black man worship, there's black woman worship. But my thing is right and wrong is wrong. I will never try to steer someone wrong when you are coming across this water in a third world country, a country that many of us want to go to but never been to, had a dream of going. You finally go, and then you get there and you realize that you were scammed, and you got to fend for yourself with somewhere to stay. You're single, which makes you a mark. So when people talk about, oh, well, I'm just giving y'all the news. I'm just giving y'all an update of what people has given to me, what people have given to me. People has. I have, she has. Yeah, what people has given to me. So I can't see our Cathey stuff. She has blocked me on all platforms. I haven't gone to TikTok because I know that if I go to TikTok and she see Travel with Tay, block. Right? Even if she half dead with morphine, block. Because she don't want y'all to know the truth. But once y'all see this, I don't know who has seen these Facebook Live videos, but we're going to watch this together. So this is from April 16th. The next one will be, hopefully we can get to the next one. The next one would be May 1st when she was in the hospital. And then you all saw the GoFundMe, right? So you saw what Brandon said. But it's funny that she has not come out and said, I got cancer. Y'all help me. No, you got Brandon to be your mouthpiece, just like you got some guy, random guy, to send me a cease and desist letter. But you have never, ever contacted me and said, you know what, sister? We were wrong. Cathey did this, whatever happened behind the scenes that I don't know about. But I'm going to try to work with you to give you your money back. Now, one time did you say that? But once you hear what she's saying in this is why I know Cathey, something is wrong with her. Something is mentally wrong with her. I don't know if it's because her daddy was a PIMP and her mama's a 304. I have no idea. But what she says one thing in one video, and then she will just totally contradict herself and go in on herself, on her own words, in the same video or in another video. You hear for yourself. So my disclaimer, I got my notes, y'all, because y'all know Tay be all over the place. My disclaimer, first and foremost, is to let you all know that reviewing these videos are for educational purposes only. Right? Some of the things she's saying in these videos, I want to elaborate on it because people are not being honest when they're telling you to come there. Come to Africa. Come on over, baby. Right? They're not being honest. And I just don't want what happened to me to happen to you all. I don't really think what has happened to me would happen to you all, but to the extent of what has happened to me. But there are plenty of people that got robbed. Plenty of people that were robbed. Right, T? You had so much to say about Mahdi. He didn't rob you. What? I'm so surprised. But then you got robbed and your husband was right there, right? These people, I don't understand. Why are you going there? You getting married immediately? Is it because you're falling for, I love you. Oh my God, let me help you breathe. Let me put your shoes on. Let me clean your sneakers. That's what Mahdi used to do all the time. Let me clean your sneakers. I said, for what? I'm about to go right out here and walk in the dirt and get them dirty again. I don't care about that. You need to clean your sneakers, then you clean them. So he will go and clean my sneakers. But what people don't know is I will try to help you breathe. I will, let me carry your bag. I got it. Well, let me carry it. I got it. And then to get mad when you don't give it to them. Why? Because that's love bombing. I love you so much. I can't live without you. Don't leave. Let me keep you in the house. I don't want you to be around anyone else. That is abuse because they are alienating you. So people, there are a lot of things that people don't know that they may want to know. And then on the flip side, there are a lot of things that people do know, but they don't care. They know I'm going here for a specific purpose. And that's all that's on their mind is eggplant. Or for the passport bros, vajayjay, whatever. But for those who are conscious and you're going there for different reasons, for peace, for retirement, for whatever, that's not the Rex Roarism, right? order. I ain't even gonna say that because that's gonna be demonetized. But you know what I'm talking about with the children, right? The stuff that we see that we don't want to see over there. If you're not going there for those things, then you may want to listen to I ain't gonna say just me, but some of the people that are just giving you truth and not just sensationalizing and romanticizing Africa. Because if you go to North Africa, East Africa, or South Africa, it's going to be more expensive than West Africa. But we need to understand that West Africa comes with a lot of trauma. And then they have their own trauma. Then we come in there with our trauma. But one thing she did say in this video was about healing. Didn't I just say that in my other video? I mean, other people may have said it too, but we need to start some type of healing process before going there. If you are overweight and you have a hard time walking, I'm not going to say don't go. I'm never going to say that, because there are people that come there with walkers and wheelchairs. I will never tell someone just because you have a different ability to not travel or not do something. I will never tell you that. Just plan and prepare better. So if I tell you, oh yeah, I got this place for you, you can come over here and stay. It's $500, a month. You getting 6 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, You like, oh wow. But I didn't tell you that this is not like America. So your place is not going to come with a refrigerator, a compound. An apartment may come with a refrigerator, washer, microwave. That's an apartment. But a compound? No, you may not get those things. But we know that if you purchase in a home, you get a refrigerator, you may get a microwave, you get a stove. These are certain things that come with renting or leasing a property in America that you're not going to get in Africa. What about the lights? We all know that the lights have a problem. So you need a generator or you need solar. But if I'm just telling you, come and get this space for $500 a month, you're going to jump on that. Oh my God, I got this big house, like family exodus, right? They got that big, beautiful home on the beach, but all they were thinking about is how much money they have for the house. So they didn't have any money for anything else. Did you not know that the place came unfurnished? That's another thing. You get a compound, your compound is unfurnished. So it's not just that $500, which Art Cathey, she promoted in Gambia, and now she's doing the same thing here. But these are specific questions that you all need to ask if you want to go somewhere in Africa and stay. Hey, is the place furnished? Does it have a refrigerator? Does it have a stove? If you need a microwave, does it have a microwave? I think you should heat things up on the stove and kind of leave the microwave alone, but that's just my opinion. But does it have these things? Now, if you don't know to ask these questions, you're going to pay your money for whatever. You're going to go there, you're going to go see your place, and you're going to say, wait, right, T? You paid $12,000 for a furnished apartment, a 2-bedroom furnished apartment. No. I'm lying. Unfurnished. At Blue Ocean, right? $12,000. Who the F is paying? These people are crazy. Ooh, that's like throwing money in the streets and just burning it. $12,000? Girl, you could have got 2 furnished compounds for that. She said the furniture looked cheap. But you paid $400 for a bed that if you get on it and roll too hard, it's going to fall apart. So this is what I'm saying. You need to know the questions to ask. And if you don't know these questions, you may get screwed. Then you over there in Africa, really not knowing too many people. We all got this, I don't really trust you, coming from America anyway, right? So it can make your life pretty hard. And unfortunately, this woman right here, Cathey Boyd and Phoenix Rain, made my journey to Africa hard. I wasn't a repat. That's why I specifically put that in there. I was not a repat. I was going there to check on my investment properties. But when I got there, I saw that ish wasn't correct. And what did I have to do? Oh, now I gotta look for a lawyer. Now I gotta do this. Now I gotta try to find a place because the one of the CEOs of the Invest Relocate Property, one of the CEOs of Art Cathey Hill's vacation properties wasn't on the up and up, and now I'm not safe. It's yeah. Okay, so I'm off my soapbox. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new StreamYard. I'm going to play this so that way you all can see it, but I'm going to create a new StreamYard and a new live link, and then I'll cut this one off. I'll leave this one, and then you all can go to the new one. So that way you all can communicate. I don't want to be on this and y'all can't communicate. That's no fun, right? So let me go ahead and play this video. Now this is from, like I said, April 16th. I'm going to start the new I'm going to start the new link, and then we can move forward. Give me 1 second. Ghanaian hospital. Okay. All right, so let's play this.
Up in this thing from Ghana, for y'all that don't know. Shout out to y'all. I know it's early, but here it's the afternoon here. It's brunch time here in Ghana. Welcome, everybody. Shout out to everybody joining me. I hope y'all doing okay over there in the States. In the States. I know it's going down in the States, girl. Shout out to Arsenio, Jatan, Kabashki. Y'all got some cool names. Deborah Jefferson, Smith Wax. Shout out to you. Thank you for joining me. You up? Okay. Katie 2.0, M Butts 45, Quan the Don, Miss Crawford in this motherfucker. Hey, girl. Sagittarius. We see each other. Chuckles Lee 41. Shout out to whoever is putting hearts in the chats. I'm giving them right back to you, baby. I hope you're a fire sign. You probably Leo. Shout out to M. DeBose 62021. Shout out to you wherever you guys are. Jasmine, Giselle. Hey, sis. Shout out to my new hair. Y'all go ahead and put some fires in the chat for my hair. Don't hate. Don't come in here with that hating energy shit. If you can't tell a Sagittarius that her shit is fly, get the fuck out this chat. No, just playing. But shout out to everybody joining me. I hope everybody's doing good. Dondra Washington. This page is a shadow band page. Let me just first of all say that. So if you joining me, God must be trying to tell you something, honey. Okay? God must be trying to tell you something, because this is a shadow band page. My page don't even get a fraction of the followers, likes, that is.
I don't know why she's on a shadow ban page, right? If you know your page is shadow ban, then why wouldn't you use another page to play this? But I'm just gonna let it play. I'm working on it.
This is a suppressed page, so if you hear God trying to really work with you and your ancestors, they love you, okay? Shout out to Jess to me, JJ Wago 85, Missy Fit, Journey 01, Classy Freddie, Wallace 212. Hey, y'all up! I don't know where y'all are, but listen, it's a beautiful day over here in Ghana. It's beautiful. I know whoever is stuck in the States, no shade, but your ass is stuck, and you probably can't afford to get out.
So as I go along, y'all know I'm not going to let this ride, right? Now, no shade. Y'all probably stuck, whoever's stuck in the States, but y'all probably can't get out. What about you, Miss Cathey? Because Brandon just put something up where you want us to help you. Y'all, not us, not me. But you want people to help you get out. This is April 16th. So about a month ago and some change, she said this. Now, did she already know she was sick? We don't know. But you always talking about America, but now you're trying to come back to America. Okay.
Okay, now for those of y'all that don't know, I have a wonderful relocation service. Get the fuck out of America. It's a real relocation service. And shout out to all my members that have come to Ghana that are here now. Okay, Miss Owens, shout out to you. You have come. She's going to be looking at some properties. Baby, Miss Owens said this is a one-way flight, bitch. Okay, I have members of all ages, but
Miss Owens, she just put your information out there. You better be on the lookout.
the age group that I see the most I have is the retiree age group. I love y'all. They be doing one-way trips. So this woman is here. She doing one way. She said, I'm coming home. This is it. So she's looking for a place now. She probably a fire sign because we be ready to go. We be ready to go like that. So shout out.
All right, y'all gonna get tired of me stopping and playing, but I have notes. Now, she said that I love the retirement community, right? Everyone loves the retirement community. Why? Well, you know, some of the retirees got a little paper dick, right? But I also feel like with the retirement community, they hone in on them because why? You are focusing on, I feel like they're playing on their emotions, right? The retirement community has been through way more, in my opinion, way more racism, Jim Crow, blatant. You know, we deal with microaggressions, right? But it's still there. But I feel like blatant, blatant racism, right? So I realized that being around a certain group of people, they have this disdain, this hate. I get it, right? Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying what I see. And I'm making a point. So, you know, the supremacy and things like that is like, oh man, you know, blah, blah, blah. You know, I want out. So I feel like they're playing on people's emotions because they are retired. Oh, here it is. I was looking for these damn notes. I feel like they're playing on their emotions because, you know, they are of a certain age. We also know that there are laws set in place, you know, against elderly abuse. So my thing is how many retired people did she screw, her and Cathey and them screw over in the Gambia? How many retirees did they take their hard-earned savings? Like RJ Mahdi scammed somebody in Senegal out of $100,000 US dollars. So you're taking their retirement, then you know that they're too old. I'm not going to say they're too old. They may just let it go. They may cry about it, but you're destroying these people's retirement. So of course, certain people love the retirees, of course. But if you are a retiree and you are looking at I'm looking at this woman. Oh Lord. Okay, I'm live. They're gonna have to leave a voicemail. If you're retired and you are looking to go to Africa, I implore you to do your research and ask specific questions because everyone loves the retirement age group. Like I said, they play on their emotions. When you see what Cathey did to Dr. Beverly Allen and the other light-skinned lady, I'm gonna look her name is Fabiola. That's her name. Do you see? I kept saying Lola Falana. I kept the F. Fabiola. So they both were staying. Dr. Beverly Allen and Fabiola they were both staying at Cathey's place in Bruford. Has she ever come out and said what she saw? No. So that's why I say certain people of certain ages, they're not going to say anything. They're just going to suffer in silence. That's not fair. So Tay will say something. I always had a mouth, but at least I'm speaking on some real stuff. And okay, they left the voicemail. Cool. And trying to save people. Trying to save your hard-earned money because nobody saved mine. Right? So if Miss Owens is single, she better watch out. She better watch out. And like I said, she said, oh, y'all probably stuck. Is she stuck in Ghana and can't afford to get out? Because she's sure asking y'all for money. So the sad thing is the pattern, what it looks like is I get on camera, I tell you, come to Ghana, come to Honduras, come to Gambia, come here, come. It's beautiful here. The grass is green on the other side. I'm showing you all good things. I'm sitting here looking all nice. I got my stripper nails. I got, all this stuff, right? Where you are like, oh my God, I'm only showing you the highlight reel. I'm not showing you when I'm home, I'm crying because this ain't right. That I'm not showing you that. I'm only showing you the highlight reel so I can get your money. Then you come over there and then I'm gone. I leave. Is that not what our Cathey did in the Gambia? Did she not leave in the middle of the night, day, whatever, and just bounce? And then you see her in videos and you don't know where she is? That's not an actual businesswoman. That's a criminal. Criminals hide. But y'all keep giving her your money. Y'all keep believing her. Keep believing her. I just hope that in the end, it doesn't hurt you too bad. Because she done got these people to come over to Ghana, right? This was last month. I guess this is the video where she said, I'm rich, bitch. I don't know, right? Maybe this is the video because I didn't see it. But they said she had pink nails and I'm rich. I'm a mogul. She's going to say that. I only got like 10, 20 minutes in. 30 minutes altogether. So, and now she's trying to get you all to send her money to get out. I mean, what sense does that make? So what happens to Miss Owens, or Cathey, right? You said she there, you doing this, you helping her. What happens now with Miss Owens? Especially if she's single. So she gonna be in Ghana by herself and she's retired and she got a one-way ticket. What happens to her? Or do we even care, right? As long as I get your money, I don't care. Is that how it is? Who knows? Okay, let me keep playing.
To you, Miss Owens, I see you. We can't wait to show you the place. She want a 6-bedroom. A 6-bedroom, honey. Okay, you can afford a 6-bedroom, 4-bedroom, whatever it is, like for under $10,000 a year here. So give us your budget, become a member, go and sign up for the apartment and home finder service. If you want us to set your housing remotely before you leave or when you get here, it doesn't matter. But shout out to all of my new members. If you haven't gone to our amazing professional website, just get the fuck out of America.com. It's a really great membership because it's a la carte, which means that you can pay for the things that you need as you need them. First off, you're probably going to need somebody to help you with flights, housing, visa entry, setting up your business, Airbnb, finding houses, land, all of that type of shit. So,
okay, all right. So I'm still doing this, and of course I press the back button. The same thing is happening. Oh, maybe I should just do it on my computer. Yeah, let me do it from there because the same thing is happening, and then I could just add the picture. So let me just, I want to say something, right? Okay, so she said that they can help you with flights, visas. You all know that can be done. You could do that yourself, right? You totally know that you can do that yourself, right? In the Gambia, when you come to the Gambia, you can get your visa at the airport. Now it's $120. You can do those things yourself. And I'm going to say this. Honestly, you should try and learn to do these things yourself because that way you'll know. If you pay someone to do something, you don't know what they have done unless you really are specifically asking specific questions, but you don't know what they've done. I like to go through things myself so that way I understand the process, but maybe I'm just different, right? But flights and visas can be done on your own. Why would you pay someone for that? Now, she said this is a professional website. With that name, get the F out of America. Okay. .com. Jesus. I wouldn't trust her to set up my business. Not after the Gambia. So, I mean, this is what I was saying in the previous video, right? in my previous live. If our Cathey gets up here and say, I could do this, I could do that. Cathey get up there and say, I could do this, I could do that. Phoenix get up there and say, I could do this, I could do that. But what do they have? Right? If they don't have land, how can you sell me land? You just got there. Do you understand the land process? Have you gone to these necessary organizations, government organizations, so that you will know what to do and the paperwork? Each group, how can I say this? Each set of when you're purchasing land, there are different documents that you will need, right? So if she hasn't gone through this, if Cathey hasn't gone through this, if Phoenix hasn't gone through this, they don't have citizenships. So how can you help me get a how can you help me get a citizenship when you don't have it yourself? Blacksit, Juliet Ryan, right? You got a resident ID card just like everyone else. But you're going around saying you got your citizenship. No, your ex-husband said she got a resident ID card. We don't have a citizenship. Okay. So if you don't have these things, so how can you tell me, oh, I'm going to help you start your business? What business does our Cathey have in Ghana? I mean, there may be some people in her women's group in this membership, this fake membership. I see what our Cathey does, and it's a great marketing tool. When you sit there and you highlight certain people, right? Or you make things exclusive. Everybody wants to be, yes, this is exclusive. I'm the only one that do, you know what I mean? So she does that in her videos, the members, but that's only to get money from you all. Because what actually have we seen? What have we seen? They big me up on a webinar. Well, Cathey did not big me up. Cathey, he whispered to her when she saw my name. He whispered to her. I guess he said, "That's Shantae. That's the one that got the money. She did it, right?" But I can honestly say, from experience, that my $16,000 investment did not go anywhere. Nowhere did it go. So when our Cathey talks about all of these people and she got meetings and that, I beg to differ. Because on the flip side, as an investor, I saw what was going on, or the lack thereof. You get in front of this camera, but nothing was being done on these properties, and you're still asking for money. So the people that's working with her, is it Miss Stroud? Because you was with her with the Gambia. So I don't know. I question the sincerity and validity of my people, all skinfolk and kinfolk.
We're here for that, and I like the fact that it's such a full scale service that you get help from not just coming here, but into how you integrate into society and even making this a long-term stay for you. And she's also looking at, of course, long-term residency, citizenship. So if that's something you're interested in, this is a membership that offers you everything. Okay, I'm glad to do that. I'm an ex-flight attendant. I come with real experience in the game, but this is my second time living in West Africa, and I had no idea that I was going to create this full relocation. Probably a fire sign, because we be.
Sorry, y'all. Let me do this because I wanted y'all to hear this when she talks about being a flight attendant. I don't know what being a flight attendant has to do with this, but let me just let y'all fully hear that.
All my new members, if you haven't gone to our amazing professional website, is getthefuckoutofamerica.com. It's a really great membership because it's a la carte, which means that you can pay for the things that you need. So if you hear God trying to really work with you and your ancestors, they love you, okay? Shout out to Just To Me.
My bad, y'all. I took it back too far. Let me see. 24. There we go.
Properties, baby. Miss Owen said this is a one-way flight, bitch. Okay, I have members of all ages, but the age group that I see the most I have is the retiree age group. I love y'all. They be doing one-way trips. So this woman is here. She doing one-way. She said, I'm coming home. This is it. So she's looking for a place now. She probably a fire sign because we be ready to go. We be ready to go like that. So shout out to you, Miss Owens. I see you. We can't wait to show you the place. She want a 6-bedroom. a 6-bedroom, honey. Okay, you can afford a 6-bedroom, 4-bedroom, whatever it is, like for under $10,000 a year here. So give us your budget, become a member, go and sign up for the apartment and home finder service. If you want us to set your housing remotely before you leave or when you get here, it doesn't matter. But shout out to all of my new members. If you haven't gone to our amazing professional website, just get the fuck out of America.com. It's a really great membership because it's a la carte, which means that you can pay for the things that you need as you need them. First off, you're probably going to need somebody to help you with flights, housing, visa entry, setting up your business, Airbnb, finding houses, land, all of that type of shit. So we're here for that. And I like the fact that it's such a full scale service that you get help from not just coming here, but into how you integrate into society and even making this a long-term stay for you. And she's also looking at, of course, long-term residency, citizenship. So if that's something you're interested in, this is a membership that offers you everything. Okay, I'm glad to do that. I'm an ex-flight attendant. I come with real experience in the game, but this is my second time living in West Africa, and I had no idea that I was going to create this full relocation service. I thought I was just going to be creating content like I.
All right, so y'all know when our Cathey is lying, right? She always throw her little weave to the side, right, over her shoulder. Okay, now she says I have flight attendant experience. Just so you all know, the new live is set up. Is going to go live at 4:55. Okay, so about 4:53, I'm gonna get off, and then I'll get on the new one. Okay, so that's about 4:55. That's about 4:53. 4 minutes, right? Yeah, 3 minutes. It's because it's 4:50 now. Okay, so let me just finish this point real quick, and then I'm just gonna hop off and get on the new one. I might just pop in early. Okay. So let's just say this. So she says she's a flight attendant. What does that have to do with setting up a business and relocation services? I've never been a flight attendant. All I can go by is our Cathey's experience almost 5 years ago. October of 2020 is when I got to the Gambia. So all I can do is go by that. And from that, I know that you didn't do what you were supposed to do. Right? You did not do what you were supposed to do. You have flight attendant experience, but when you got to the Gambia, you allegedly only came with $200, right? So I don't know. I truly don't know. And I do not trust our Cathey doing anything, not even for Stella. Okay. Now, she said that this is her second time living in West Africa. Wait, what? So okay, I shouldn't say wait, what? Okay, so the first time was Gambia, and we all know how that turned out. Can she really say the first time was a success? Because I know better. My $16,000 is still out in the wind somewhere, right? It has not been returned to my bank account, my hands, or my pockets. So you can't say, oh, this is my second time living here. Ma'am, you lived in the Gambia and lived off of investment money. You lived off of my $16,000, you and Cathey. Now, how much anybody got, whatever, a piece, I don't know. But you can't sit here and say, oh, I was successful and I lived in. You are a liar, and the truth is not in you, boo. It's not in you at all. Because I still haven't received my money back. So you can't say I successfully, or I lived in two different places. My second time living in West Africa. Okay, so let me take this a little bit further. Girl, you got 2 minutes, 1 minute. Let me take this a little bit further. Okay, so if you did live, this is your second time living in West Africa. Now, the first time the investors paid for you to live in the Gambia, right? Because you were living off of our money. The second time was with Brandon. Brandon paid for your apartment for 1 year. You think we forgot where you were? I got my apartment. Look at my views. I got Ghanaian views. So what is it? So now you're trying to come back to America and you're asking again for someone to pay for your rent for a whole year. What in the hell type of scamming is this? All right, y'all. It's 4:53. I'm going to leave this one and then y'all can pop in on the next one. And let me make sure it's live. I mean, it's public. I think it's public, but just let me make sure because I'm a little special at times. Public? It's public. Okay. All right. So I'm going to hop off of this one and hop on the next one.